Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
3 men held over gun seizure in downtown Kingston. The police have detained 3 men over the reported seizure of a gun along East Street in downtown Kingston early Saturday morning. Reports from the Denhamton police are that about 3:10 a.m., members of a police patrol team saw the men. Upon seeing the police, one of the men allegedly threw an object. The police retrieved the item and discovered that it was reported a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition. The 3 men were then arrested. The police say their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. St. Mary's security officer charged with murder of 72-year-old businessman. A 37-year-old security officer from St. Mary has been charged with the murder of 72-year-old businessman Delivine Banbury in January. The police have identified the accused as Rajiv Bentley from Port Maria. In a statement Friday night, the police said Bentley was arrested and charged on Thursday. His court date is being finalized. Banbury is from Onoto Bay, was shot and killed on Cheverly Main Road in the parish on January 12. The Onoto Bay police reported that about 6 p.m., Banbury was driving a pickup motor truck along the roadway when he was pounced upon by assailants traveling in a Toyota Probox motor car who opened gunfire hitting him. The police were summoned and on their arrival, Banbury was seen slumped over the vehicle which had run off the road into a nearby gully. The vehicle was searched by the police and over $7 million was found in a bag beside the vehicle. 4 children abandoned at CRH. Relatives have abandoned 4 children at Conner Regional Hospital, CRH Pediatric Department, yet another example of a current challenge of state-run facility having to cope with social cases during the holidays. We do have social cases on the ward. Now we have about 4 social cases, revealed acting ward manager for CRH Pediatric Department, Laurie Graham. She was speaking with reporters following a treat and donation ceremony for the department on December 18. The kids ward can accommodate 27 patients and social cases, put a strain on its limited bed space. It will be challenging for us. Sometimes it is actually overflowing with pediatric patients, and because the space is not here, we cannot take them on as we would want to, explained Graham. While there has been much said about children, there is a recurrent problem of families leaving or abandoning adult relatives at hospitals across the island over the holidays. In February 2021, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton revealed that the government had engaged in the services of a lawyer and people who abandon their relatives at public hospitals could be prosecuted in the future. However, after receiving advice from the Attorney General's Chamber, Tufton told reporters last December that the government was rethinking that decision. Kingston man charged for stealing phone. A 29-year-old man who allegedly robbed a man on Halfway Tree Road of his cellular phone earlier this month has been charged over the incident. He is Nicholas Berry of a Spanish Town Road, Kingston 11 address. He has been charged with robbery with aggravation. 2 other men implicated in the incident are still on the run. The Halfway Tree police reported that about 1:30 p.m. on December 1, the complainant was walking along the road when he was approached by Berry and 2 other men who robbed him of his phone and an undetermined sum of cash. The police were summoned and Berry was apprehended. The other 2 accomplices escaped. Berry's court date is being finalized. Woman succumbs following St. Anne crash. Residents appeal to drivers to exercise caution. A woman died from injuries sustained in a motor vehicle crash on the O3S bypass in St. Anne on Friday. The deceased is Raylene Fagan of an O3S address. Police report that the collision involved a white International motor truck and a white Toyota Probox motor car. Fagan was a passenger in the Toyota Probox. Lawmen say about 11:50 p.m., both vehicles were traveling in opposite direction along the O3S bypass when the accident occurred. The police were called to the scene and the wounded people rushed to hospital where Fagan succumbed. The O3S police are conducting preliminary investigations. Shanice Mullins, a resident of the area, is pleading with citizens to drive with caution, especially over the Christmas holiday. Come on guys, we must know better by now. Make we try to be careful now. The new year soon come. Make we try to reach it now. No bother with the impatient behavior on the roads. We know have a lot of errand for one. but it's better we reach late than when we reach at all. Me tell fear somebody then on the road almost every day now. It's painful, man, she stated. Mullins also urged her fellow motorists to obey the police officers and to desist from speeding and overtaking. She encouraged partygoers to leave their homes earlier to prevent speeding in an effort to reach their destination on time. Leave out an hour earlier or whatever if you know the road are go full of traffic, and as we know, which practically become the party era right now. So just do what have to do. We all want to enjoy ourselves with our families, so we could do it in a safe way, she further stated. Her comments were echoed by Tedward Mackenzie, another resident who said he saw the traffic pile up before finding out about the accident. Me see the traffic and me go check and see what happened. Me have to just shake me head star and say to the driver them, drive with more caution, brother. One life you have, he stated. Since the start of the year, the Road Safety Unit has recorded around 410 road fatalities in 371 crashes. Of that number, St. Anne has recorded 39 fatalities in 37 crashes in comparison to the 44 fatalities in 34 crashes in the corresponding period last year. Empty Christmas. 3 heartbroken families who lost 5 members in a devastating crash in Blueface, Westmoreland, are in a state of increasing dread as Christmas Day draws nearer, knowing that the customary get-together filled with mermaking will not be materialized this year. For them, this festive season is clouded in a pale of gloom and uncertainty as they await the autopsies of the 5 crash victims to lay them to rest. 15-year-old schoolgirl Louisa Forrester and her 39-year-old mother, Petrina Wallace of Garden District, White House, Westmoreland, O'Neill Allen and his mother, Angela Samuel, both of Mount Edgecombe, and 54-year-old Janet Thompson of McIntyre, also in Westmoreland, are those who died in the November 13 accident. The driver of the taxi in which they were traveling, 47-year-old Delroy Rodney of Belmont District, is currently facing 5 counts of causing death by dangerous driving. 55-year-old Enid Wilson, a janitor, lost her daughter and her granddaughter. A member of the Church of God of Prophecy in Garden District, Wilson said her family enjoyed spending Christmas holidays together, feasting on the little they could afford while having fun. However, the pain inflicted by the tragic deaths of her granddaughter and daughter has not left the family with much room to even carry out their usual practice of purchasing new curtains, bedspreads, or making provision for a Christmas dinner special. The emptiness that has come with my daughter and granddaughter has not given us the opportunity to make any plans for Christmas as in former years, Wilson said. The tragedy threw her world into a tailspin, she said, adding that she only became conscious that it was a festive season by way of choral service in the New Hope Primary School where she works. I never even remember that we were in that period of Christmas. It was while I was at work, I heard them talking about choral service. That's when I remember that it's Christmas time, Wilson told reporters. In my head, I've been making plans to bury my daughter and granddaughter, but I can't do anything until the autopsy is done, and we're not sure when that will be, she stated. She added that she also doesn't have enough funds to cover the funeral expenses. There is no money, but whatever little money I earn, I have to try and put it down somewhere towards the funeral, because I don't have it, stated Wilson. Sabrina Marshall, the daughter of Janet Thompson, said that with the breadwinner of the family no longer around, their annual family reunion is off the cards. Instead, they are preparing to pay their last respect to her. It is feeling different now that Mommy will not be a part of what we would normally be together our happy time, Marshall said on Friday. We don't even feel that Christmas spirit because as the week comes for putting her down, and at this point, everyone is just dreading that day because we know how sad it will be. Marshall said that the adult members of the family are bonding and consoling each other by providing counseling for the younger members. We are putting in measures in place to ensure they understand what it's about to unfold and letting them know that it is okay to cry, she said. Marshall noted that despite the anguish, the family remains rooted in the conviction that life doesn't stop here. It is hard to come to terms with the reality of what took place, but we have to try and find a way by taking small steps, one day at a time as we move forward together, she noted. At this time of the year, it would normally be the best time for us. We would normally plan beach trips, and we would cook Christmas dinner and get together as a family, Marshall stated. This year, though, it's different. It's like we don't know where we go from here.
Please remember to subscribe, like,